Matthew, the announcement that you're sadly not coming back to the Panthers, where do you see your plans now going forward? Do you still have ambitions to continue your playing career?
Yeah, I do, absolutely. I still love the game, thoroughly enjoyed the World Championships and the last 2 seasons, although we didn't compete where we wanted to be and win trophies and be up there challenging night in, night out. I still love being here. I love the city and I love the team. And it's a place that is really, really special to me. But at this stage, having spoken with Omar, I just think it's the best thing to leave. With mutual sort of happiness between both parties, myself and the team, and move on. And I do want to play next year. I am looking. I got my agent looking for me. He's looking at some options in Europe, and we'll see. I'm hopeful that I'll get a job for next year, and I can't wait to be back on the ice. Come August, September time.
Every time we talk when you came back 2 years ago, we talked obviously last season when you committed. This place has an emotional tie for you, doesn't it? Will that always be the case?
Absolutely. This is my second home. It's like my home. I've driven back up today or last night, and it didn't feel like I was coming to Nottingham. It felt like I was coming home, and it's always going to be like that for me. Like I said, I really love this place, and it's got so many good memories from when I got here as 18 years old, from my uni days, playing with Clarkie and Mopes and meeting Goody and Razor and yourself and Jamie and all my friends and Simon and Ali, all these people that I've built friendships with over the years. So yes, there's definitely going to be a place that, I always think fondly of.
And, how proud are you? It's interesting because we've spoken with Ollie and with Jordan and with Josh Tetlow about how they're kind of the new custodians of that British core. And we reference people like yourself, David Clark, Robert Farmer, Stevie Lee, Robert Lakovich, because you were a core together that brought and that's just some of the names that brought some success. How proud are you that you were part of that core that really brought unrivaled success to this club?
Obviously, to be honest, I don't look back and sort of dwell or rest on my laurels about those things. We were doing what we were asked to do at the time, and yeah, it's fantastic to win, and that's what I say at the start. We didn't do that last couple of seasons, which is a shame, but also, realistically, the only team that won the last 2 seasons was Belfast, so it's difficult for everybody, and I am proud that we were part of the team when we started to win trophies with Lacko and Ali when he came, and a little bit. I don't think Tats was in the team when we were winning, but Clarkie and Mopes and those people. And I wish we'd just seen Tats now and Jordan. I spent the World Championships with Ollie, and I wish those boys, they're all back here in Nottingham. I wish those every success next season, and I hope to see the club competing.
And just finally, you talk about the World Championship, the experience there. I just want to touch on a couple of questions there. There were moments in GB's history recently, the Robert Farmer goal, the Ben Davis goal, they were great individual moments. But that final game, the tournament as a whole, but that final game against Italy and the fact that you got back to the top flight, that the packed 6,000 arena, that's got to be up there now with one of those big moments surely in your career.
Absolutely. Every time you put the GB jersey on, and obviously here in our home rink with all the fans behind us, it was a really thrilling moment, proud moment, and amazing to go on and win the gold and get back to the top flight of world hockey. So that was fantastic, and those boys were part of it. And I hope they continue their good playing that they had last season into next season for the Panthers, and I hope them to succeed. And obviously with whichever new guys the team brings in, and I do want to see this club in a good place competing for trophies. They're not going to do it every year, and we have to be realistic with all of the clubs. They're not going to win every year, but if they're competing, enjoying playing here, the fans are enjoying watching them play, that's really what I would like to see when I depart the club now.
And just finally, going back to Great Britain, the question about your career, obviously, extending it wherever it might be, does that fire burn bright to be part of that squad, because you've experienced that top flight? How much is extending your career? Does it having a look to being part of that Great Britain squad?
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed the last 2 seasons playing. I was due to retire in 2019 when COVID sort of hit, but I knew I didn't want to. I loved the game. I was still fit and healthy, and I feel like when I came here, I contributed, fairly well to the team, and I still want to do that. Playing for the national team again, is such fun, and I love playing for the national team. And hopefully, if I get a job next year in Europe or wherever it might be, I do want to put my name forward for the national team. And if I'm good enough, and I don't want to be selected because I've played 100 games, I want to be selected because I'm good enough and I can contribute and help the team win. And next year's a different goal for the national team. They're just trying to stay up next year. I say we are just trying to stay up next year, and that's going to be a mammoth task. And we've managed to do it before, and we're going to look to do it again. So, like I say, I am going to be playing, and I will be putting my name forward for the national team.
Brilliant, Matthew. Best of luck. Appreciate you joining us, and thanks for everything that you've done for the Panthers over the years.
Cheers, Chris Ellis.